Hey y'all, what's up? It's Mila and I'm back with Mech-X4 and it's lit. This show is so cool and this show is like all robotic, but it's like it has its funny parts and it's still like a sitcom. Not like a sitcom, but it's like a regular show, but it's still funny at the same time. And they always outside, which you do not see all the time on Disney shows because they always in set, so they always outside, literally outside. And it's getting good, and I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen. And that principal is so evil. I just want to slap her in the face because that's how evil she is. How you gonna kill a kid? Why are you so evil? How are you so evil, and why are you so evil? Who is working? Who is the person behind this? Is it Seth? Is it Seth? Oh my God. I don't even know. But anyway, so before I get started to this review recap, guys, don't forget to follow me on my social media: Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Musically, especially because I love Musically, and Tumblr. Everything's gonna be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's gonna be over here, somewhere down there. Just subscribe, or it's gonna be at the end of the video when you're done watching this. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like and share this and comment on this. Tell me your thoughts on Mech-X4 because it's amazing. But anyway, yeah, so it started off with Ryan. He was rolling around on a skateboard, you know what I'm saying, and Harris was talking about putting a new weapon in his chest and all that, and that Mech-X4's chest, and he was having flashbacks, and it was all boom, beat them up. And then Ryan, he was seeing all the noises, and then Mark was making so much noise. He's like, can everybody just shut it for 3 seconds? So Mark was like, look, you need to chill, you need to go do some fun, like how I got tickets to a Soda concert. So he's like, really? And then he called somebody and it's like, they laughed in his face. And he was like, man, why are you laughing at me? Like, do you not have extra tickets? He's like, look, I'm Mark Walker. I can get anything. So, yeah. So then this like, look, Harris was like, maybe you need to calm down. And Spider was like, yeah, why don't you look up at the skate competition that you was going to sign up for? So he's like, okay, fine. So then Harris was like, look, I made Mark hangs out, I invent, and Spider plans terrible wins. So skate, son. Do your thing and just relax and chill, because you know what, you got all this pressure laid on you. You need to relax and chill out. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, drink some tea, take long naps. But anyway, yeah. So then the principal, she was like, look, we gonna watch him at the skate off, and then where's the robot at, and this and that, and we gonna get rid of all of them. So I'm like, dang, why she gotta be so mean? Like, really? Can't she just work her little teacher job, principal job, and like accept the salary that she's getting, and then like, bruh. But anyway, yeah, so Ryan, he was trying to do a trick, and this guy named Jimmy Wilson, he was really good. Spider was like, he's really good. So Harris was like, look, I got a cool after show when the monsters are coming and this and that. So Ryan, he had to redo the trick, and then his skateboard hit a wall and opened up a little door, a drawer, a secret drawer. And it was gravity pucks in there, a bounce bell. So the Spider was like, oh my God, what's this? So then he was like, it's a wrench. Stupid. So then he was like, oh, it's probably a special wrench that you can hit stuff with. So then he put on the belt, and that belt was like a force field, but like it was like a force field, but he kept falling, and it was crazy. I guess it like gravity belt, I don't know, it was something like that. But yeah, so I don't know why he kept that on throughout the day either, because like he could have hurt somebody for real, and somebody could have been like, what's that on your waist, boy? But anyway, yeah, so Mark was looking for tickets to the concert, and everybody just kept laughing at him, and he kept calling him, like, you got tickets? And he was like, ha ha, I ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing. So yeah, he wanted some leftovers, but then his mom came in with stuff, and he was like, oh, I'm not hungry, so she's like, be nice to him. So then he was like, well, I can get you tickets, and he's like, I can get you in there. So he's like, look, he was like, Mark's like, you just gonna throw your wallet around? He's like, I can't throw my wallet around, it's really heavy, okay? So yeah, so he's like, look, your money don't impress me, nor does your money impress my mama, so I don't need that, bye. So yeah, so then he's like, look, Seth's like, I can get you in there with no money, no connection, no nothing. I'm gonna get you in there just like that, and you gotta cut me some slack. But if I lose and can't get you in, you can go on the internet and humiliate me and call me lame and tell everybody I'm a lame person, okay? Like, that's really gonna do something. Like him saying he's lame is gonna change anything. But this is like in a set in the TV world, so I'm not gonna get into the logistics here. But anyway, yeah. So he was like, yeah, so, the helicopter will be here on Saturday to pick you up. So then he was like, I mean, the public transportation we gonna get, because I'm gonna pick you up when we take public transportation. We gonna take public transportation like everybody was gonna take public transportation, so yeah. But anyway, yeah. So then Spider, his force field belt, and then knocking somebody down, and then Ryan did his little trick, and then Jimmy Wilson was like, why should Jimmy Wilson know your name when ain't nobody else gonna know it? No, Jimmy. No. So, yeah, so he's like, look, I can do the trick backwards, blindfolded, forwards, sideways. It was just going on. He's like, I'm gonna wreck you. So, he was, I don't know, he was like, you really gonna think you're gonna beat me on that hand-me-down piece of trash? I'm like, first of all, Jimmy, you need to freaking chill doing that to Ryan. Like, you need to calm down. Like, your thing is all of that. But anyway, yeah, so she was like, Jimmy wasn't gonna smoke you, so Ryan was like, relax, time is over, I'm not about to relax no more, this is a battle, I'm gonna fight. Yeah. So, yeah. Meanwhile, the principal's right-hand man was like, can I eliminate Spider? And he was like, this place is gonna be a wasteland. Anyway, she was like, no, and they boss called. I'm like, ooh, there no bueno, there no bueno, there no bueno. She's like, look, he was about to, the guy was about to release their names, and she was like, she flicked her foot up, and then her heel ricocheted like a the thing that the ninjas have, like that, and it almost hit him in the face. She was like, shh, they name is like leverage. I guess like up against the boss. Yeah, probably up against the boss, because then if he already had the names, he would just kill her too. So yeah. So she was like, we gotta put people in danger to get them, to follow Ryan around. So then he was like, yes, finally. I'm like, what made you so evil? Okay, what made you so evil? But anyway, yeah, so Harris, he had them gravity pucks on. He made a little area from him for Ryan to train. He put Wi-Fi in for Spider. He made a little basketball hoop. He's like, whatever this thing is called, for Mark. So then Ryan was like, take that down. We don't want that in there. So then, yeah, he did all that in 2 days. And you could 3D print food. So he's like, we're going to get the best tuna sandwich ever. So he did it. So then Ryan was like, that's so good. He's like, yeah, it's so amazing. This machine can recycle old trash into new food. So he's like, you need the old shoe right now. So then Spider was like, yay. And then Ryan was like, that's disgusting. So yeah, so then he was like, I'm gonna use the gravity pucks to escape. He's like, is it cheating? So then Harris like, yeah, it's cheating. So he's like, but is it though? And he's like, yeah, I'm saying if you use those gravity pucks, it is going to be cheating in the skate race. He's like, but is it cheating? That's me. Oh my god, that's what I'd be like. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So then he's gonna cheat anyway. So Seth took Mark to the concert, and he was like, look, my friend, you got a side ticket or two for your friend or your lady or something. So he was like, the security guy was like, that's incredibly sexist. You think just because they're cute they don't have jobs? Because he let two women in. So he's like, look, I would respect if you tried to bribe me first. So you know what, I see Disney trying to put that in there. You know what, don't just assume they have jobs. So anyway, yeah, so then he was like, well, I can't use my money. So it's like, look, plan B. And Mark was like, don't you use your money. Look, you making yourself look terrible. Don't use your money. So yeah. So then they hid in the porta potty, but they were trying to wait till somebody went to the crew entrance door so they can go in too. But then it ended up falling. Mark's phone was in the fried because all the water from the toilet and probably boo-boo hit it. And then he was like, look, you should have got the Harp phone for it. It's waterproof. And it was like see-through. I was like, what the heck? This is so crazy. But anyway, yeah, so Ryan, he was skating, that GoPro view was real nice with his face, his face, because his face is nice. But yeah, so Jimmy was drinking his coffee. He's like, oh, you really showed up here? You got your little beat up board fixed? He's like, yeah, you could say that. And then Principal Gray, she showed up. So then she was like, he's like, oh, I didn't know you skate. She's like, oh, I've been known to shred a few things, but no, I don't skate. He was like, okay. And I'm like, I would think that was suspicious. I'd be like, okay, like if my principal was showing up here, like what's wrong with her? Like, that's when you know. So then she was like, well, I'm so glad you got a extracurricular activity. And she shook his hand and she put the tracking device. I was like, you so sneaky. You about to trick a little boy into killing him. Like, you're so evil. She's so evil. But anyway, yeah. So Harris got a monster. Like, he's like, yeah, it works. But he's like, oh wait, that's kind of bad. So he went and called Ryan's and then they left. So the principal's like, perfect. So then he was like, there's like, oh, you up next for the contest. So he's like, no, I'm not. So he put his stuff as last because I keep forgetting that one, he can control technology. Two, if he knew, maybe, I don't know, maybe he can do some of his powers to figure out some stuff, to figure out like where the monsters are coming from, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like there's more he could be doing with his power, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, they was like, okay, then she was like, yay, this is, oh my god, they gonna fly out here and the principal was like, yes, the dragon is working, and it's tracking him, oh my god. I'm like, this is too much. So everybody about to poop their pants because it's a freaking dragon. They just standing there. I'm like, why wouldn't you run? Why wouldn't you run? I would be like, dip and be gone. So yeah, so he didn't say Mech-X4, which I was like, oh. And Mark wasn't even there. So yeah, he was like, okay, they started fighting and Mark wasn't there, and they was like, they almost got knocked down, and then they couldn't reach the dragon because he was flying in the air, and the whole freaking cell tower almost fell on them, but then he threw it in the air. So he was like, oh my god, put the shield up. So then he like, Kamehameha, he didn't say it, but it was like Kamehameha, and blasted in the air, and like everybody's cell phone service probably went out that day. That was probably the day when T-Mobile stuff went down. Friday day, but yeah. So he's like, man, I can't believe Mark mixed it. He's like, maybe he got to that concert. He is Mark Walker. So meanwhile, Mark was like, look, yeah, okay. So then he's like, we gotta humiliate stuff. So then Seth's like trying to do his self-style videos. He's like, well, I know you and Ryan call me what, a nimwit? And then he was like, no, we call you like nimwit, dingus, but we agreed on lame. So then he's like, well, what was your angle? So he's like, well, I wanted to be buds with you because I know you love your mom, and I want to show her that, you know, we can be cool and chill. So he was about to do it. So then Mark was like, well, deals can change, and maybe he believed him, but he's on probation now. So he's like, well, probation is edgy, and I'll take it. That's just something so funny. But anyway, yeah, so he's like, look, well, maybe you can just throw your water around. So he's like, yes, I can throw my water around. You do the honors. So he threw his water around, and they got the DJ to be in their basement. So the mom was like, what are you doing? You said you wanted, she was like, you said you wanted us to bond. I'm like, she's like, well, I guess it is kind of cool. First of all, how did they get that woman and her equipment past the mama like she didn't see them coming through the front door with full DJ equipment and lights? But anyway, yeah. So they was all chanting at the skate park. They was all chanting Jimmy, and then they was like gonna go back there. So Harris was like, look, this is gonna make you really feel like a winner. You're gonna act like a winner. You wanna be a winner, and you're gonna be like a loser for cheating. So then, you know, Ryan had his little flashback. He was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, of him fighting like 3 monsters, he just fought like the past week. But yeah, anyway, so he's like, yeah, you know, okay, we had got plenty of wins fighting out there. You know what? Watch out, this chick gonna be crazy. He tried to do his trick, and he failed. But okay, and then Jimmy wants it, and Jimmy's like, look, I'm gonna shout out you, Ryan Walker, you did your best. And still ate it like a chump. No. So then he's like, your little friends are dorks. So then he was like, oh, because Harris is like, in him, as far as like, in him, you ain't gonna call me no dork. No, we gonna square up. But yeah, so he was behind there bouncing in the air on this little gravity pucks. That was so cool. And that zoom up, they had like a zoom up on Jimmy's like, dun, like, you know when you do zoom ups? Yeah, y'all know how to do zoom ups. But anyway, yeah, so Ryan, I guess they was cheering Ryan on, so Ryan probably should have won, but I don't know if he would have. But anyway, yeah, so then the principal, she's like, the chemical chill worked perfectly. I found it. I'm like, it took you long enough because them kids, it's not that far away from the school because them kids got there just like that on their bikes. So, like, it shouldn't have taken you long. But anyway, yeah, she said, look, will we finally meet? To her boss, he's like, yeah, you destroy the pilots and bring me the robot to me. So she's like, done. You just don't know it yet. I'm like, you evil. You so evil and all black. You got all black on, but you still got your mask off. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, they don't know it's you, girl. Put the mask on. But anyway, next Sunday, and December 4th, oh my God, so December this the season. But yeah, they was going to be in the forest without their phones. And the Bay City murders, and Harris peed a little. He's like, too much info. So I'm like, I want to know what's going to happen. I'm very curious how they're going to play this out. Like, are they going to let her get to them? Is she gonna start working for them? Like, she going to be turned into a good guy? Like, what is her angle? What is her absolute angle? Like, what's going to happen? Like, who's the boss? Is it Seth? Because I got a feeling it's Seth. I'm really scared to pick Seth. I think it's Seth. Because then they can't, like, reveal who they are. Because if it is Seth, then Seth will be like, oh, that's you. Well, who else would have that much money? Who else would have enough money to create monsters? I mean, come on, guys. You guys, come on. It's got to be Seth. But anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I really liked this episode. I think it was really good. You know what I'm saying? It kept this balance. It wasn't too corny. I feel like they balanced it well with their personal life and their, like, fighting life and how he did, like, the two different things, how he incorporated with, like, still being a kid and, like, having real problems, like showing people up, like, and, you know, not cheating because it's not going to make you feel like a winner, but you gotta cheat. Somebody try to show you up like that. If somebody try to show you up, you're going to have to just, like, square up. But yeah, no, you don't have to fight. Just be like, okay. If somebody, like, try to tell something to you, like, you bad, like, ooh, you stupid, all you gotta say is, do this in their face, and then leave. Like, be like, peace, and then leave. And they'll be so mad. You just be like, peace. And if they try to say something else, you like, peace. And that's it. That's the guide to not have that confrontational moment. Peace. And that's it. But guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to send it to everybody you know, send it to the cast. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Mech-Execute. That's like a really cool catchphrase. Mech-Execute, like Mech-Execute.